Ladies and gentlemen, give a very warm welcome to your very first comic of the afternoon. It's Callan McDowell, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everyone. Usually by what I'm wearing, it's apparent that I grew up in San Francisco, but tonight it's not. I did grow up in San Francisco. I grew up in like the gay part of San Francisco. Every part of San Francisco is pretty fucking gay, like, let's be honest. And I mean that like very literally, like men in the street, holding hands, in love, fucking. It's very sex positive. The straight people are fucking too, but that's just gross. But growing up in San Francisco was it was weird because like my parents were super liberal, like so much so that when I was 16, I came out to my dad as straight. And that was weird for everyone involved, but it's made dating way harder. Cause like recently a friend from San Francisco asked me if I'd ever fucked a homeless guy. And I was like, does living in a van count? And in Atlanta, the only person who's asked me if I fucked a homeless guy was a homeless guy. So, you know, you win some, you lose. But dating, I'm back on the apps, and it's a hellscape out there. If I have to go on one more art tour of a guy's apartment that ends in his bedroom, I think I might have to off myself. And there are like so many things that are just fucking awful about dating and the apps. Like getting ghosted is bad, but the excuses for ghosting are my favorite. Like the apologies. Like I had a guy who texted me after we had been hooking up for 3 months, and then he ghosted me for a month. Then I saw him twice in person, didn't acknowledge my presence. Then I got a text from him a few weeks later saying sorry, and he told me I was cool and hospitable, which is a great review for a bed and breakfast, and not something you want to hear from someone you've been fucking. But like honestly, sometimes getting ghosted is better than someone telling you that they like don't like you. Does anyone else feel like good luck is kind of an insult? Like I've gotten so many good luck out there. So I'm like a little worried that like this key ring full of rabbit's feet and the leprechaun I bring on every date isn't working. But you know, you win some, you lose some. But like, I don't know, like they're not perfect either. I think like one of the biggest like weird things about dating is so many guys like talk about coming too fast. Like that's a thing everyone knows about. But then like not enough guys talk about like taking too long to come because they think it's like cool and they're like, oh baby, I can last forever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So I'm not about it. But like, I think one of the main reasons that like people are like don't want to admit it takes them too long to come is because the medical term for like coming too soon is premature ejaculation. And the medical term for taking too long to come is retarded ejaculation. And I don't think anyone's willing to admit that they have that. They're like at the doctor's like, all right, so like what's going on? They're like, oh, it takes me too long to come. They're like, oh, you've got retarded ejaculation? They're like, no, it's developmentally fine, okay? It's good. It's great. It's reading at a 5th grade level. It's, but is that my cue? No, that's just him fucking up. Hell yeah. Ready to roast. But no, it's weird. I recently was hanging out with this guy, and we were like hooking up, and he was told me, he was like, oh, it's like really like hard for me to like get aroused. Like I watch so much porn, I like can't even feel my dick anymore. I'm like, that seems like a problem. But he was like, yeah, I can like really only feel like vaginal intercourse. And I was like, thank you for using the scientific term. That's really what gets me wet. But so then he like didn't feel when the condom fell off. But like joke's on him because he was fucking a can of Pringles filled with phloem. You know, you win some, you lose some. It's all good. But yeah, it's weird. Like growing up in San Francisco, moving to the South has been different for sure. There are like a lot of things that I don't totally get about it, but there are a couple things I fucking love. My favorite thing about living in the South is University of Alabama fans. They are my favorite of all time, of anything I've ever seen. Because you can say literally anything to them if you follow it up with, Roll Tide! Like, they will take anything. So like you could be like, walk up to someone and be like, hey man, fuck you, roll tide. And they just be like, roll tide. It's awesome. Like I imagine if you were like a doctor, you could be like, hey man, it's cancer, roll tide. And they'd be like, what's cancer? Roll tide. I lived with this guy, he went to Auburn. And when I first moved in, we like went out to this bar, we were hanging out, it was game day. It was the Auburn-Bama game a couple years back. And he was like, oh, I got a great idea. It was like a bar packed with Bama fans. And I was like, there's no way that this drunk 27-year-old man has a good idea ever, but especially not right now. And so he was like, no, I got it. So he taps this guy on the shoulder, he walks up to him and he goes, hey man, I fucked your sister, roll tide. And the guy goes, me too, roll tide. All right, let's
Give it up for Callan McDowell, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we're ready for it. All right, who wants to? Anyone? Seriously, none of you?
The event is contingent on somebody throwing a softball.
All right. We got Mr. MMA coming on up. You know, the slick back hair is a little dated, if I may say so myself. Is that a pentagram? Yeah. Oh, man. You know, Satanism's incompatible with capitalism, so.
Hey! Hell yeah, give it up for Slipknot Jr.
All right. Who wants to go? That was just faulty engineering, fucking Ruut. All right.
Hell yes, first try. Who else is up?
Yeah, exactly. Who's got a good throw? All right. Oh, what, that you'll dunk me or that you can hit anything? I mean, you probably can't find the clitoris, so you hitting that's a pretty large target. I believe you could. If you really tried. You just gotta find a really large clit.
She has a
Or
big...
a girl who's very patient. Oh, hey! Yep, no. Good luck. I'm sorry for any girl you date. You know, it's important. It's important to, like, have mutual pleasure in a relationship. And I'm sure your hair getting in her mouth never feels good. I've got plenty of complaints about it. But, oh, man. Shucks. It's getting hot out here. Anyone else feeling it? My goggles are fogging up.
Hey!
We're locked back in. Ooh, that. Oh my God. Why? Him? Really?
All right,
I don't know if I'm roasted.
where's your other ball, man?
She's got it. Hey, it's in here. I can grab it for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. You got it.
I think I'm going to get a chair for this event.
Here's the mic.
Let me get back. No, listen, wait on it.
All right, Mike's here. Can you hear me? I'll get seriously? No. Ruut, come on. I don't know if I'm roasting you or roasting him. Well, like
Him, that sounds better.
Oh, okay, yeah, that seems more fair. Ooh, hey, look at you criticizing.
Hey! Nice work! Looks like professional softball player against professional softball player.
All right, next.
Who's next? Anyone? Come on, Joe. Anyone?
One more for Callan McDowell.
I got it.
Follow me on
I broke that
everything.
ice for you. Just go for it.
Got it. It's okay. Just pretend that that's the manager, and you need to talk to him. It's fine. You got it.
Hey! Hell yes.
Good work.
Come on, Reed.
Anyone else?
Come on, Reed.
Okay.
Y'all, she's the most
Ooh,
fun.
we got a Delta Gamma. All right. So do you drive a Jeep Compass or Honda Accord? Honda Pilot. Oh, so close. How was recruitment? You enjoyed it? It was a fun time? Yeah, you're almost there. Almost. Yeah. See, that's why she's not a Kappa. You need the hand-eye coordination. But, you know, it happens to the best of us. Recruitment's tough. But it's fine. It's the little neck thing. Hey. She's like, I like to be choked, but not too much. Like, I'm still cool enough.
Reed, how old are you, just out of curiosity?
I'm 22.
Okay.
22.
I just want to make sure that the material was appropriate for the audience. Callan's talking about. Hey, give it up for Reed, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Anyone else?
Oh shit! Oh shit! The bassist is back.
What I have to say, apparently. Oh my God, does that look like metal? Oh God, is it 2004? Are you my middle school boyfriend?
Well, I wish it was 2004. I don't wish I was your boyfriend.
Hey!
I was 9 in 2004.
Hey! Knock the face off of it. Nice work. Fortnite paid off. Fair enough.
My bad.
Now we're going short and tall so I get a chance to dry off.
Come on. Whenever she's probably like, I'm not keeping time right now.
Oh, I thought we were doing 5 minutes of roasting.
I lost track of time.
I'm not good at roasting. All right.
Y'all give it up for Callan McDowell.